you, Ida, and thank you for this opportunity. I apologize for this little delay, but thanks for bearing with me. In the region where I come from, we put a lot of emphasis on regional cooperation. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you parliamentary cooperation that we have in six parliaments in the Western Balkans region. How we all started. In 2015, we all gathered in Montenegro, and thanks to National Democratic Institute for International Affairs and under the sponsorship of the Western Balkans Legislative Strengthening Initiative, which organized workshop for parliamentary research staff from these 6 Western Balkan parliaments. And we met to discuss recent developments and future trends, to also share internal rules and procedures, share types of research papers, and also talk about possible joint projects or regional cooperation in strengthening parliamentary research services. And as all of your research services do, our research services in the region also provide daily information support to MPs. So one of the leading factors that impact whether MP will be able to utilize information is its timeliness. And most research departments are understaffed and often have to provide information in a very short period of time. And then we thought we would therefore benefit from an online access to a database of regional comparative research products in local languages. And more or less, we speak the same or similar language. And besides that, parliamentary research services in this region often search for similar information due to joint EU integration aspirations. And we receive very frequent requests by MPs demanding comparative information from the region or neighboring countries. We thought that more effective information sharing would prevent duplicate research efforts, and research staff could rather focus on editing the existing research products, especially in cases when the given time frame doesn't allow for a more complex approach. All of this brought us to an idea to initiate a joint platform. It's actually a database which would support all sorts of research products in the region and in local languages. The idea was approved and officially supported during the meeting of Secretaries General of 6 Western Balkan parliaments, which took place in Prague. And upon that official approval, we started working on a platform. In terms of its practicality, it's relatively new. We just started working in a database. My Czech colleague showed a little bit more fancy database that includes more things in it, but it's still under construction, so to say. But it serves its purpose for now. The research products are posted directly into the database through a username and password, so you have to have username and password, and all research staff from all these 6 Western Balkan parliaments can have access to it, with only one person that has the right to edit or insert any documents that go into the database. So research papers, as I mentioned, are in local language. We do have more or less same languages, Serbian, Bosnian, Montenegrin, Macedonian is slightly different, but we do understand it, and there is also Albanian language that is spoken in Albania in Kosovo. So the papers themselves are in local language. The title of the paper is both in English and local language, so you can search it by English word or by local language word. We also have an abstract which tells you a little bit about what a paper is about. Each paper has a Eurovoc descriptor, so it allows you for a better search of the database. And then at the end we have the paper that's, as I mentioned, in a local language, and also some parliaments also provide a short summary of the paper I'm not talking about the abstract, but I'm talking about summary of key findings and introduction that's in the paper. We also provide it in English. So countries like Albania and Kosovo, they can also see what the paper is about. For each parliament in the database, there is a short description about what each research service does in each parliament. There is also a link contact, which provides a list of all research staff in all six Western Balkan parliaments. There is a link called Links that brings you to a list of useful institutions in the country. There is also a link on policy and procedure paper, which allows you to see if we have any internal rules on research services, so parliaments can put their rules in there. There's also a link publications where we put all the products that are produced in research services of all these parliaments. And also research paper link. That's in short what the database is all about. Similar to ECPRD, we do have correspondents that are responsible for putting papers or products in the database. They also receive notification if somebody puts anything in a database. Correspondents receive notification that something is posted, and also sometimes we forget to put things in the database. So we created a reminder every first in a month. Correspondents would receive a reminder sort of to keep the database up to date, saying please insert any new research papers or products that should be in the database. So the platform is hosted and administered voluntary and involuntary basis by one of the parliaments. In this case, it's our parliament, Parliament of Montenegro. But the structure and design of the database is not changed unless all parliaments agree to it. So, in summary, the main objective of this platform is to promote cooperation and facilitate exchange of information and comparative research products that are produced by research services in these 6 Western Balkan parliaments, and it certainly, for now, serves its purpose. So that's in brief. Thank you very much.